Hey Canucks fans, it is Canucks game day for the final time this season, and I want to recap the Canucks Award Winners named last night. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Friday, April the 29th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Yes, the final game of the season, game number 82, Canucks in Edmonton, 6 o'clock local time because it's 7 p.m. there. So 6 o'clock local time. I'll be watching the game from home. And then tonight, I will be doing a 2-hour live stream starting at 10 p.m. Pacific. So we'll go 10 p.m. to midnight. Maybe we'll go to midnight or 12:05 so we can sneak in 2 rounds of Gordle tonight and tomorrow's Gordle. Regardless, going to hand out some prizes, going to do a couple contests, going to call a person or two. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you join me tonight at 10 p.m. for that season-ending live stream. The Canucks are not having a game day skate. They're going to give the guys a break after traveling last night, and so they can just kind of rest and soak in the last game of the season. Full kudos to them for playing hard. It wasn't the most exciting game for the first couple of periods, but a big third period, a big overtime. Spencer Martin, Brock Besser, Elias Pettersson all playing very well. Canucks winning 3-2, beating LA in overtime. And, you know, if they win tonight and Vegas doesn't, the Canucks will actually pass Vegas in the standings. Sure, it drops you one draft position, but the Canucks then can say they finished fourth in the Pacific, in the top half of the Pacific Division, as opposed to in the bottom half in fifth. So we'll see what happens. So not a lot to preview for tonight. Bruce Boudreau did say that he's going to, he's going to address a lineup to win. Edmonton might rest a few guys, but we'll see what they do. But the most interesting one for me will be, they only have one extra player right now, one extra skater, and that is Kyle Burrows. So we'll see if he gets in on the fourth line or on the third pairing. Maybe give one of his veteran D-man rest. We'll see. And then the really interesting one to me will be the goaltending. If you go with Artur Silovs and give him some NHL experience, or if you ride Spencer Martin, he's won 2 in a row, and beating Dallas on Tuesday. Was it Dallas? No. Who did we play on Tuesday? No, it wasn't Dallas. We were chasing Dallas. Who did we beat on Tuesday? I don't even know. Oh, Seattle. Beating Seattle on Tuesday, beating LA yesterday. Spencer Martin, 3-0-2 now. So he's gotten 8 points in his 5 games, 800 points percentage with them, 3 wins, and then 2 extra time losses. I think one was an overtime and one was a shootout back in January. But regardless, he has not lost in regulation, so that's a pretty cool stat. I would not be surprised if they play him tonight, if he feels good, if he doesn't feel tired, because there's a quick 1-hour trip, 1-hour flight to Edmonton. It's not like it's cross country. But I would also not be surprised if Silovs plays and gets a chance to get some experience. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. He may be playing against a team that doesn't have McDavid or Draisaitl playing. We will find out in a little bit. Okay, I want to recap last night's Canucks Award winners. I went 3 for 4, and you might say, well, Clay, that's no big deal because a couple of them were obvious. I agree with you. So let's start with the obvious. Quinn Hughes, best defenseman. No one else, I don't think, would be even close. I think as long as Quinn Hughes is playing for the Vancouver Canucks and stays healthy every season, he will likely win that award every season that he's here. And it's not to discredit any of the other players like Ekman Larsson or Myers or Schenn, but it's to give credit to recognize how good Quinn Hughes is. We saw it last night too on the second Canucks goal, the play he made to get the puck to chase on in front of the net. I just marvel every time I'm at the game and I see him do his thing. So Quinn Hughes, best defenseman, no surprise there. Unsung hero, Luke Schenn. This one was no surprise to me. It was a surprise to a lot of people, and I was surprised that more people weren't on the Luke Schenn train. And I guess their argument is he's actually sung, if that makes sense. I don't think that's the proper use of the verb, but the fact is he's unsung, you think, doesn't get any credit, underappreciated, underestimated. And I guess some would say that Schenn did get his credit this year, got some love playing as Quinn Hughes' partner, whatever it may be. So regardless of whatever stance you take, I took it as he's still unsung in not only appreciation, but the type of work he does. Always standing up for his teammates, always protecting his teammates, leading the team in hits, getting into fights, whatever it may be, clearing the front of the net. You know that Luke Schenn does a lot of those things that a lot of players don't want to do. So full credit to him, and I think that's why he's a deserving winner. I know some people had Tanner Pearson as one of their picks, maybe Connor Garland, basically anyone that wasn't named Miller, Pettersson, Demko, Hughes, or maybe Besser or Horvat. You could consider them unsung on this team. So no surprise there. So Luke Schenn made it 2 for 2 for me. Then MVP, I know there's some thoughts about JT Miller, who I'll get to in a second, but it was Thatcher Demko, and I got this one right as well, so that made me 3 for 3. And Demko, yes, outstanding. He tailed off a little bit maybe, and we'll find out maybe what his injury is. Tailed off a bit at the end of April, but overall, outstanding. So much so where a lot of his advanced stats are right up there with the league leaders in Shesterkin and Vasilevsky and Anderson and Markstrom and all those guys. So, it won't get any Vezina, I think, consideration, given that there are still some other really good goaltenders, and you really got to dig into the advanced stats to see how well he did. But we know, watching him every game, how good Demko is and how valuable Demko was to the team. So no surprise, Thatcher Demko as the most valuable player. Then the only one I got wrong, and you might say, Clay, how can you get this wrong, was the most exciting player. It went to JT Miller, rightfully so, 98 points, on the verge of getting to 100 points, maybe tonight, and great. Basically, he's a power play quarterback. You think Quinn Hughes is, but I think JT Miller is a power play quarterback. So involved in a lot of the Canucks scoring plays. Also involved in a couple of defensive gaffes, so I guess that makes him exciting too. So all that being said, I thought it was going to go to Petey. I thought Pettersson was going to win it, given how good he's been the last 2 months. And I still think when you put them side by side, I think Pettersson is the more exciting player than Miller. I really do. I think he's got a better shot. I think Miller's probably a better skater. I think Petey has better hands. Defensively, I think Petey's better. But I guess you can't argue with that 30-point gap in that JT Miller's 98 points and Pettersson is 68 points. A great season for Pettersson considering how bad he was the first third of the season. But yeah, 68 points, career high for Petey. 98 is obviously a career high for Miller. Both really good seasons. So I can't argue or be upset that I didn't get this one right. I just thought that recency bias would point to Petey, but no, it was JT Miller. So again, to wrap up, it was best defenseman Quinn Hughes, unsung hero Luke Schenn, most valuable player Thatcher Demko, and most exciting player JT Miller. And then Brandon Sutter won the Community Excellence Award as well. And it was great to see him at the game. And then Horvat and others, Pearson, all the injured players were there in some way, shape, or form last night. So Canucks fans, enjoy the game tonight. Give me a score prediction. I actually guessed 4-2 yesterday. I was close. It was 3-2. So final game of the year, I got to go to 4-2. And considering how much we're talking about it, let's go with Pettersson. So 4-2 Canucks. Pettersson scores the first Canucks goal. Leave me your predictions down below. And don't forget to join me for my live stream at 10 p.m. tonight. Have you made it this far? You made it 8 minutes in the video. Why don't we say let's go with for our secret code word or not so secret code word. Let's go Bruce. There it is. Why not? It's our last game of the season. Maybe he gets the championship belt tonight. Let's go with Bruce. There it is. If you type that, then I know you made it all the way to the end of this video, and I'll give you some extra appreciation somehow, some way, at least in my mind or in my heart. Shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video descriptions. And Advanced City Experts Real Estate Group. Contact Jason Lemon's team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame members Jens 95, Simalexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Brewfield, Shannon Hollingworth, HSM Fangirl Gaming, Smooth Groove, and Carol Bovenlander. Thank you for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You're listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or my videos or the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member or upgrade if you'd like to, and leave a comment down below if you'd like to. Score prediction, first Canucks goal scorer, and Bruce, there it is. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Enjoy the day, enjoy the game, and I'll see you at 10 p.m. for my season-ending live stream. God bless, and go Canucks go.